So welcome back to the channel everyone, Triple M here. In today's video, we're putting two of the most premium Roborock vacuum cleaners to the test. We're doing a side-by-side comparison between the Eufy X10 Pro Omni and the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra. A lot of you guys may be out there deciding between these two cleaners, so I think this is a good comparison to help you make a decision. So whether you're after top-notch mopping, pet hair vacuum, or cutting-edge app controls, we've got all the details to hopefully help you make a decision. And definitely stick around to the end where I'll reveal the price tag on both of these devices, and it might be a bit surprising. So we're gonna jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. So let's jump into the mopping performance. Now when it comes to mopping, both the Eufy X10 Pro Omni and the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra, even though they have some similarities, there are some key differences which we're going to get into. The Eufy X10 Pro Omni uses a twin rotating mopping system offering deep scrubbing, especially for sticky messes. It consistently applies 1 kilogram or 9.8 Newton meters of downward pressure while it's mopping. Now the brush also automatically lifts 12 millimeters when carpet is detected. Now meanwhile, the Roborock S Pro Ultra Vibrise system, which vibrates its mop pads with 6 Newton meters or 0.6 kilograms of downward pressure. Now it uses two vibrating areas to scrub up to 3,000 times per minute, offering a high-speed scrubbing, and it automatically lifts the pad up to 5 millimeters when approaching carpets. So to really put the mopping performance to the test, what I did is I applied a tablespoon of syrup. This is red sticky syrup, so really a worst case scenario. Applied a tablespoon in a certain area, then I set both vacuums to run in standard mop mode for 2 passes. As you can see, the Eufy X10 Pro did a really good job even on the first pass. So on the first pass, you can see everything is pretty much gone already. On the second pass, it just made sure everything was completely clean. Now over to the Roborock. The Roborock, as you can see on the first pass, it did leave a lot of streaks. On the second pass, it cleared a lot of them up, but it did leave some streaks around the corners. So overall, with the harsh condition of the sticky syrup, I do think that the Eufy X10 Pro Omni outperformed the Roborock S8 Ultra. Also important to note is that the 12mm versus the 5mm lift does make a big difference, especially when you're approaching thicker carpet. So I have tested both of these, and I noticed that when the Roborock lifts, sometimes it will still drag on the carpet. So that's something to consider. And also keep in mind that the downward pressure is a lot more on the Eufy, which will be more ideal for scrubbing thicker messes. So let's go ahead and talk about edge mopping performance. So one of the most overlooked features is how well the vacuums mop along edges of walls as well as baseboards. Now the Eufy X10 Pro Omni does have rotating mop pads that tend to perform slightly better at reaching around tight edges, and this is all thanks to the scrubbing action. However, the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra still does a commendable job, and its vibrating mop adds an extra layer of cleaning along edges, though the Roborock may miss a lot of the corners. Now this comparison is a little bit easier. If edge cleaning is at the top of your priority for your mopping routine, the Eufy X10 Pro is gonna have the upper hand. So let's talk a little bit about the hair and fur vacuuming performance on hard and soft surfaces. So for the pet owners, this one's for you. So both vacuums do a solid job, in my opinion, when it comes to picking up hair or fur, but let's see how they perform on different surfaces. Now the Roborock S8 Pro is equipped with a powerful dual rubber roller brush system, and this is combined with 6,000 Pascal suction power. Now on the other hand, the Eufy X10 Pro is equipped with 8,000 Pascal suction power, and it uses a bristle and rubber hybrid brush. It also has an auto detangling roller brush that rotates in reverse, and it has a comb that flips down to remove hair so you don't have to remove it yourself. What about the vacuum performance? So for this test, I did 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon of popcorn kernels and 1 tablespoon of Quaker oats. Now on this test, we're also doing 2 passes with each vacuum just to see which one does a better job. So the Eufy did a really good job going back and forth just to make sure all the popcorn kernels as well as the oatmeal is picked up. So I did notice that it did leave a couple behind, but in all honesty, this is a worst case scenario, so I do expect some leftover for both systems. On the other hand, the Roborock did a decent job when it comes to picking up the kernels as well as the oatmeal in the main area that it was. But one thing I noticed with the Roborock is that it tends to throw the kernels and throw the oatmeal around the area. So even though it picked up in the immediate area where the debris was, when I looked around the edges, there were a lot of debris that was just thrown around and it didn't pick up overall. So again, on the hard surface, as far as just picking up debris, the Eufy X10 Pro did a better job with that test as well. So for this test, I took the exact same materials, 2 tablespoons, 1 of oatmeal, 1 of popcorn, but this time I'm doing it on carpet. And what I noticed is that with both vacuum cleaners, they did do a decent job, but they did leave a lot of debris on the carpet. For me, this is expected just because with carpet, it is going to be harder to get it out. And also with this test, I only did it for 1 pass. So both cleaners had 1 opportunity to pick up as much debris as possible. Now looking at the results, it is kind of close, but I do give the edge to the Roborock. It seemed like it did leave some on the carpet, but it did leave a little bit less than the Eufy. So over to the hair and fur test. So I know a lot of pet owners are going to care a lot about this. And again, this is the worst case scenario. 2 bundles of hair, one in one hand, the other in another hand, split them up in half. Each bundle measures about 12 to 15 inches. So what I did was just spread this over the same area. This is on carpet, of course, and just to see which one does a better job. So the Eufy went first, and I was surprised that the Eufy actually went around, grabbed everything in a couple passes, and when I opened the vacuum, I expected a lot to be wrapped around the brushes, but all of the hair was pretty much inside of the container. Really surprised me, and it did a really good job picking that up. On the other hand, the Roborock, I had some issues. So the first pass, it did get some hair wrapped up in the wheel, and you see at the bottom right corner, it did kind of get stuck there for a second trying to move. So I went ahead and removed the hair from the wheel just to see if it will finish the test. It did go back up and it did get trapped again, guys. You can see it is stuck once again. So I went ahead and cleared everything up. It did finish the job, but after it was all said and done, all the hair I had to pull back out of the vacuum wheel, and it just really failed overall just with this hair bundle. So again, this is going to be a win for the Eufy X10 Pro. So what about obstacle avoidance? Now both vacuums are equipped with advanced obstacle avoidance technology, but let's see how they compare. Now the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra uses a reactive 3D obstacle avoidance with LiDAR navigation. So what that means is that it can quickly detect and avoid small obstacles like cables, toys, shoes, anything that will be on the floor, and this is all done in real time. Now meanwhile, the Eufy X10 Pro Omni uses AIC Smart Cleaning, which is capable of identifying over 100 different objects like wires, shoes, toys, and this works even at night because there's built-in headlights on this cleaner, and I think that was a great addition. That caught by surprise actually when I first used this in the dark. Now if you have a home with a lot of clutter or kids toys laying on the floor, both Roborock's obstacle avoidance and the Eufy iPath laser performs really well. Now let's break down the docking stations, which are all about making these vacuums as hands-free as possible. Now the Eufy X10 Pro Omni features an all-in-one dock that handles charging, self-washing the mop pads, emptying the dustbin, and even refilling the water tank for continuous mopping. In addition, this includes heated drying for the mop pads, just ensuring that bacteria is not able to build up and is dry effectively. On the other hand, the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra also comes with a multifunctional dock that offers self-washing, dustbin emptying, water tank refilling, as well as heated drying. Now this makes it equally capable of keeping the vacuum running for long stretches without any intervention. Now with both mops offering refilling, self-emptying, self-filling, they're both highly automated in my opinion and should give you the hands-free feel that you're looking for. So for me, the choice comes down to which one fits better in your space. So basically the overall design, ease of use, and whatever fits your personal preference. And last but not least, let's talk about the app controls for both systems. Now both vacuums offer robust app features including customizable no-go zones, cleaning schedules, and mop customization. Now the Roborock app stands out with a slightly more polished design and offers a higher degree of customization. Can schedule specific room cleanings, control the Viberize mop, and create virtual barriers for precise cleaning areas. Now, the Eufy app is also very intuitive and user-friendly. It allows you to set up multi-floor mopping, schedule cleanings for specific rooms, and offers voice control integration. Now, Eufy's app also includes features like the no-go zone, smart water level monitoring, and real-time tracking of the vacuum's cleaning progress. Now, while it might not have as many detailed schedule options as Roborock, I personally prefer Eufy's app for the straightforward and easy to use interface. Now, in terms of overall look and feel, the Roborock app is slightly more refined with a sleek design and advanced features. However, the Eufy app provides a clean, intuitive user experience that many users, including myself, may find preferable. And again, ultimately, the choice between the two apps comes down to personal preference. So let's go ahead and summarize this comparison. Now, in the end, both the Eufy X10 Pro Omni and the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra are powerful robot vacuum cleaners with distinct strengths and very little weaknesses. Now, as for the price, the Roborock comes in at $1,199, and that's with a 25% discount. Normally it retails for $1,599. And on the other end, the Eufy X10 Pro Omni is only $799. Now, both are even when it comes to navigation, obstacle avoidance, and app control, in my opinion. Now, the docking stations are going to perform the same function, so it comes down to design and preference and how you like to view it in your space. But when it comes to mopping as well as edge cleaning, Eufy is going to win hands down. Over to the vacuum performance, this was kind of a 50-50. So Eufy did a better job picking up the debris off the hardwood surface. The Roborock did pick up a lot of the debris, but it also scattered a lot to other areas on the floor. Now, the hair and fur comparison was very one-sided. Eufy did a great job just making sure everything got into the container. There was very little or any on the brushes at all. On the other hand, the Roborock actually stopped twice because hair was wrapped around the wheels both times. So Eufy wins that comparison as well. So if I had to pick one vacuum, it's going to be the Eufy for a lot of different reasons. The price is going to be $400 cheaper than the Roborock. In addition, it is going to perform a lot better in most of these tests. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As always, I'll put links to both in the description. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.